Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, July 7th. I'm Jim Weatherup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature. Joining me today is Diane Oldenburg, Senior Public Health Educator for the Oswego County Health Department. I hope everyone had a safe and healthy 4th of July. Today I would like to take a moment to remind everyone how important it is to return your 2020 census forms. As of July 1st, only 58% of Oswego County residents had responded to the census. 42% of our residents have not sent in the forms. This is alarming to me as chairman of our county legislature because the census data is so important to many of the services that county residents rely on. It impacts the amount of money we receive for health clinics, highways, fire departments, disaster response, educational programs such as Head Start, college tuition assistance, and so much more. Results from the 2020 census will also be used to determine the number of seats each state has in Congress and your political representation at all levels of government. It takes about 10 minutes to complete your census form. The process is quick and easy, safe, secure, and confidential. Your information and privacy are protected. There are several convenient ways to respond. You can go online to www.my2020census.gov, or you can respond by phone at 1-844-330-2020 in English, or 1-844-468-2020 in Spanish. You can also return your form in the mail. Thank you for help in making sure that Oswego County receives its share of funding by returning your census form. Since the governor announced the quarantine on travelers coming into New York from some other states, there have been a lot of questions about who is affected and what is required. The Joint Travel Advisory applies to anyone returning from states that have a significant degree of community spread of COVID-19. There are now 19 states on the list, but this list will be updated weekly and will depend on what is happening in other areas of the country. There's detailed information about the travel advisory and quarantine requirements on the state website at coronavirus.health.new.york. I advise you to check the list of states frequently if you're planning to travel. As I mentioned the other day, if you have questions about COVID-19, please call the Health Department's hotline weekdays at 315-349-3330. After hours, you may leave a message and someone will return your call. If you feel sick, stay at home and get tested. And now Diane will provide tips for staying cool in the heat wave and update us on COVID-19 testing results. Diane?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A heat advisory is in effect from 1 p.m. today to 8 p.m. Friday. Heat index values will be in the mid-90s this afternoon and Wednesday afternoon, and near 100 degrees Thursday and Friday afternoon. COVID-19 may present some challenges for residents to beat the heat, since many locations previously used to cool down remain closed, such as malls, libraries, and public pools. Residents are urged to take steps to protect themselves from the heat. Stay cool. Wear appropriate clothing. Choose lightweight, light-colored, loose-fitting clothing. Stay cool indoors. Stay in air-conditioned places as much as possible. When temperatures reach the 90s, fans may not help to cool you. Take a dip in the pool, take a cool shower or bath, or move to an air-conditioned place is a much better way to cool off. Schedule outdoor activities carefully. Try to limit your outdoor activities to when it's coolest, like morning and evening hours. Pace yourself. Cut down on outdoor work or exercise during the heat. Do not leave children in cars. Cars can quickly heat up to dangerous temperatures even with windows cracked open. While anyone left in a parked car is at risk, children are especially at risk of getting heat stroke or dying. Pets are vulnerable as well and should not be left in cars. Avoid hot and heavy meals. They add heat to your body. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of fluids, especially water, regardless of how active you are. Don't wait till you're thirsty to drink, and avoid sugary drinks and alcoholic beverages. Keep your pets hydrated. Provide plenty of fresh water for your pets, and leave the water in a shady area. Stay informed. Check for updates. Check your local news for extreme heat alerts and safety tips, and learn about any cooling shelters in your area. Know the signs. Learn signs and symptoms of heat-related illness and how to treat them. Heavy sweating, cold, pale, and clammy skin, fast or weak pulse, nausea or vomiting, muscle cramps, tiredness or weakness, dizziness, headache, and fainting. Check on friends, relatives, and neighbors. Monitor those at high risk. Although anyone at any time can suffer from heat-related illness, some people are at greater risk than others. Infants and young children, people 65 years of age or older, and people of other health conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, or take certain medications such as for depression, insomnia, or poor circulation. Visit adults at risk at least twice a day and closely watch them for signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Infants and young children need much more frequent monitoring. Heat-related illness can be a medical emergency, so don't hesitate to seek care or call 911 if you or somebody you are with begins vomiting, has severe muscle cramps, an irregular heartbeat or pulse, or a temperature of 103 degrees or higher. Now I'd like to share with you the latest test results for COVID-19. As of today, 17,754 tests were completed. We have a total of 211 positive cases. 12 of those cases are currently active. A total of 195 residents have recovered from COVID-19. We have 4 deaths related to COVID-19. 17,366 test results have been returned that were negative. And we currently have 59 residents under mandatory isolation or quarantine.
Thank you, Diane. The County Health Department will hold its next rabies clinic Wednesday, July 15th at the Hannibal Town Highway Garage. Again, there are new protocols to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Appointments are required. To make an appointment, call the department weekdays at 315-349-3557. People bringing their pets to the clinics need to wear a face mask and practice social distancing by staying 6 feet away from others whenever possible. Starting today, we will record our informational videos once a week and release them only on Tuesday afternoons. We all still need to do our part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Please, avoid public places, including while traveling if possible. Wear a mask if you are within 6 feet of distance from other individuals. You are in a situation or setting where you are unable to maintain 6 feet of distance from other individuals, or you are in a public or private transportation carrier or for-hire vehicle. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially before you eat. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. Cover your cough and sneezes with a tissue and discard it in a closed container. Clean frequently touched surfaces and objects. Stay safe and drink plenty of water in this hot weather. Thank you as always for your continued patience and cooperation. It is making a difference.